Welcome to AlexGs Aquarium, everybody. Today I just wanted to go through a real brief update on the 1600 gallon system and talk about the fish a little bit, how they're doing. Some unfortunate news that happened and just haven't gotten around to putting on a video yet. If you've been watching my videos, a few weeks ago I went on a vacation. Unfortunately, when I came back, something had kind of gotten into the tank and I lost a few fish. I did try to save the two puffers that I had, putting them in a hospital tank, and unfortunately, it's my sad news to report, they did not make it. I ended up going in the hospital tank for about 2 weeks. They were looking great, they were doing good, and suddenly they just took a really horrible turn for the worse, and I lost both of them within 2 days. I'm not exactly sure what happened. I mean, there were some water quality issues, but I was doing daily water changes. Just when they started to degrade a little bit in condition, I did some pretty big water changes to try and stem the tide, but they just continually got worse. That's something that unfortunately happens in this hobby. It just wasn't very fun, because even though I only had those fish for a short time, I actually did get attached to them a little bit because puffers have such a good personality. And the fact that it happened on Christmas Eve was just something that made it a little harder for me, and my wife was a little upset by it as well. So I didn't talk about it until now, just because the holidays are over and stuff, and I wanted people to know what happened, because as I said, there's going to be ups and downs in this hobby for me, and that just happened to be a down for me. But on a lighter side of things, the fish in both tanks that stayed in here, which is all the wrasses, the damsels, and the hawkfish, are all doing great. The only thing I have noticed is my paddlefin wrasse, he isn't out and about as he was before. I think it's because the cleaner wrasse in there is irritating him a little bit. He still comes out to eat and eats like a pig. He just doesn't stay swimming around all day like he used to. I think once I get more fish in the tank and activity, hopefully he'll get that cleaner wrasse to kind of leave him alone and he'll start coming out more. But everything's going good. I haven't seen any major signs of ick or anything like that. And the tank is always, there's something in here, I know that. It hasn't bothered the other fish that I could see yet. They're all still doing well and healthy. I'm going to take the step of all the fish that I get from now on are at least going to sit in a quarantine for about a week or so when I can. Unless it's something that's really sensitive that I know needs to kind of go in right away. I'm also going to be taking some additional measures to try and combat parasites in this system. I didn't know if I was going to get this piece of equipment or not, but one became available at a very good price used, and I couldn't pass it up. I don't have it running yet, but I have it right here in my hands, and this is an 80-watt Smart HO UV sterilizer. It's only rated up to like a 500-600 gallon tank, but in all honesty, this is gonna be able to put a little bit of a dent in things if they happen. The use of UV sterilizers is one that kind of gets looked at with positive and negative lights, but I decided, you know, it is an option I have. It also helped to maintain water clarity a little bit more. That's kind of where we stand. I'll do an installation video on this. I already have a good idea where I'm going to put it. It will not be on the main return pump because I don't want to compromise the flow off of that with such a large piece of equipment. I don't think the placement is really right for it. But this will be going in. Hopefully in the next week or two here I'll get this in. Probably give it a little bit more time, and then I will probably be looking to try and get some more fish. It's almost been a month since the incident happened with the rest of the fish and moving the puffers out of the tank. We'll see what happens. I'm gonna try and, you know, take this one step at a time, take it slow. I'm not gonna get a whole bunch of fish or try to get fish, you know, every week as I was. I did understand there was some risk in doing that, and I want to make that clear to everybody that when you buy fish, if you're going to choose not to do a quarantine process, or, you know, even a partial or full one, there's always a risk that disease could get in your tank. Unfortunately, it hit me at the worst possible time when I was leaving on a vacation and there was literally nothing I could do. I didn't think I would lose nearly as much as I did, but again, I really couldn't see how it progressed, and if I was here I would have taken more drastic measures to try and get fish into quarantine / hospital tanks as quickly as I could. That's the update I have for this week. Stay tuned for this weekend. I'll have another fun video coming up on the 1600 gallon system, show you guys some new additions to the reef tank. Since I have reef lighting now, I have actually gone ahead and purchased a few corals. If you like today's video, of course, go ahead and give me that like. If you want to see more on the 1600 gallon system, go ahead, hit that subscribe button. Thanks again for watching, everybody, and I will see you on the next video.